Hey family, how's it going? This is the final part of our video collection. Well, what would I consider it? What's in the playlist? This is, I guess it's a series. Yeah, it will be a series, I suppose. Well, it pretty much is already. So this is part five in the series reviewing my roster of three-star heroes. The final video is covering my nature heroes. So we're going to start off here with Brienne. I actually really love what they did with her costume. You know what? This is a hero, one of the few heroes that all versions are all good. It just depends on where you want to use them. So she's cleric, which is great. So this one, if you want to lower the defense of your opponents, this is a great one to use. And then it has a mechanics where all enemies get minus 41% defense and a further minus 4% decrease every time they are hit for 4 turns. So this is a great version. You have the costume, which is similar to the original. She looks like a bloody mess. Oh my gosh, she looks like she's from Children of the Corn. Or one of those that sacrifices you when you go into the jungle. But no, but I'm serious. Look at her. If I were to see her anywhere, oh Lord, I definitely would not approach her. Oh boy. Okay, so anyway, I digress. All allies get plus 45% attack and a further 20% increase every time they are hit during 5 turns. For all nature characters, the status effect becomes undispelled and lasts 2 turns longer, which is for 7 turns. That's just insane. Great hero, great passive. This is probably the best of them. And we have the original, which she's good for buff boosting. Unfortunately, it can be dispelled, which would make her pretty, I don't want to say useless, but in a way, yes. Either way, I like this one. And then we're going to go down here to William. Uh, I actually like this hero a lot. He has so much utility. He has so much to offer. So he's a fighter class, that's one thing. And then we have this Garrison Guard family, which heroes become stronger when teamed with other unique heroes of the same family. I don't think that I have to think, but I think he's the only 3-star from the bunch. At the start of the battle, summons a recruit guard mega minion with anywhere between 20 to 30% HP, which is pretty high. And also, the attack is high too, capping out at 140%. Inherit from this character. Okay, I don't think you'll ever get there because I believe there's only one 3-star, unless you want to pair him with 4 and 5 stars, which I see is unlikely. This passive is probably the best. Let's go here first. Resist mana reduction. This character has innate resistance against mana reduction, which is good. Also, every 4 turns, remove all wither effects from all allies. This is a very important passive. This, to me, this is an essential hero. He's a must-have. Um, invaluable. Situational awareness. Deals 210% damage to the target and nearby enemies. The caster and nearby allies get a plus 36% defense for 3 turns and a plus 36% critical chance. This guy is, to be honest, I'm gushing over him, and I really think he's the best 3-star in nature that there is. Well, the next one to him is also equally good, but I think he has a leg up over Faiz. So he's a cleric class, which works great for being a healer. He's part of the Sun family. And you already know what that does. The chance to give accuracy and burn damage if they receive damage from a special skill from the enemy. I hope I worded that correctly, but I hope you know what I mean. The passive is also good. 70% chance to perform the following actions when this character casts their special skill: boosted health by 10% and cleanses the latest cleansable status ailment from all allies, which is really good. Much needed for this one. Um, he boosts health by 350. He's slow, which is his probably the disadvantage to using him. Great in rush attack tournaments. He also has that immunity to new status ailments for 4 turns, plus an increased defense. This guy really, he's slow, but what he does is worth the wait. Great for a tank in rush attack. But I primarily see him on the wing, which is not really the best place for him because um, once your tank and your flanks are killed, he's not really supporting your team anymore. A great support hero. He is excellent, and I've even seen him in the um like top alliance um war teams. Great hero, an excellent hero. So we have Ishtok. By the way, I prefer his costume version better. I think I already finished his. Oops, I finished his. Oh no, I haven't even started. His Toon version looks really weird. He looks like a plush toy. Um, Okay, let's go here to the original Ranger class, which I think is a great class for him. And all he really does is damage. Um, which I think the costume is better because although he does a lower percentage of damage, he also inflicts the nearby, um, the target and nearby enemies with a minus 44% defense for 4 turns, which I think is pretty solid. On top of that, he is a monk. I love Ishtak, and I really like him as a monk. Grevely, I don't understand why he's a wizard. It's kind of weird because you figure wizards would be better for attacking heroes. So he boosts the allies by 250, and he also gives the whole team a plus 30% attack for 4 turns. Great hero, and we have this realm. He's part of season 3. And all allies are healed up to 7%. When an Alfheim hero reaches low health, this effect can activate only once per turn. Okay. This is another hero I really like. In fact, I believe that I love all of the heroes from the Hunter family. We already know what all this stuff does, so no need for me to repeat it. I have other videos that covered. You know what? I honestly think I skipped over this. So if you have more than 2 heroes, you can get up to a 20% attack for any heroes of this family. And they have these different families. They have the Plains Hunter, Abyss Hunter, and the Jungle Hunter families. Um, and they're really good with the events, which I don't think comes around too often. She does damage to the target and nearby enemies, and plus, on top of that, she adds a Bone Trap Fiend with pretty good attack and pretty much drains them. This hero is great for rush attack tournaments and also the bloody battle because, as you know, you can't get rid of those fiends because to get rid of them requires healing, and in those versions, there is none. Menesis, Min, Menesis. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. He's from season 2. Cleric's um, a great class, and also is the paladin. He kind of works in the same way that Tyrum does because the original dispels and the costume cleanses, and they pretty much have the same Uh, they do the same percentage of damage, although I don't recall who has the higher attack. I think he does. I like both versions. And then we have Jing, who's a fast sniper. Uh, we already went over the Kingdom family and what it does when they have more than between 1 to 3 heroes. I think in this there are at least 3 star heroes from the War of Three Kingdoms, so you can actually benefit from the top um, bonuses. So let's see, let me read because I don't remember off the top of my head. I think I'm not. No, it's the blue one. I don't even remember his name. I think his name is Lee. No, that's the red one. I forget the blue one's name, but his minions they dispellable buffs. And let me see what this one does. When summoned, the shoe soldier minion gives its owner the ability to counteract. Okay, so the green minions counteract, the blue ones dispel, and the red ones inflict fire damage. Okay. So next we have General Yin. Oh, he's also from War of Three Kingdoms, so I think that makes 4 of them. Barbarian, which is fitting for his kind of the motif of the hero. He's slow, but what he does well is that he dispels the buffs first, and then he applies the damage. And the more damage is contingent on the amount of buffs that he dispels. Okay, up to 276%. So if that's 8% per tile, so that would be another what? That adds another, what is that? 96%? No, it's less than that. No, that's correct. So that would be another what? I think that has to be a total of 12 tiles on the board in order to benefit from the highest damage output. Uh, Still a solid hero, and dispelling is a really timeless skill to have. So we have Goopy, very ridiculous looking hero. Ugh, barbarian, meh, hands down. Uh, I think this hero would have been better if they were a wizard. So we have the Morlovia family, and for sure there are 2 heroes in. I'm just thinking. No, I think it's yeah, it is 2 heroes. No. It's 3. It's Jack and Vlad, right? Not a really good selection, but out of the 3, he's the best, and he does mana generation, and the damage output depends on how many nature shields are on the board, and so is the last bullet point where it says all enemies get minus 24% mana generation and a further 2% decrease per each nature shield on the board for 3 turns up to minus 40% mana generation, which is pretty sweet. So in order to get there, I believe that's another 8 tiles. Yeah, or 8 tiles total. And we already know about the passive. I'm not going to go over that again. Because my throat's going to collapse if I talk incessively. We have Belith, which her original version is useful. Wow, just notice how many heroes in nature dispel. I think we have this whole row, right? Well, 3 of them. Him and General Yin and her. Okay. Well, anyway, going back, she dispels buffs, which her original version is good for that. She's also a druid, which gives her that extra protection. Of course, we already know that the tunes are very good. All allies get plus 34% defense for 3 turns, and it lasts 2 turns longer for all nature characters, which is for 5 turns, and it's undispellable. Great hero. Obviously, this version is better than the original, and this one is not as good, mainly because, I mean, you can't. Okay, so Wizard, which is a strange choice, great costume, like a beautiful costume. So all allies regenerate 459 HP over 3 turns. That one can be dispelled, but all allies are immune to buff dispels and reallocations for 3 turns. Which I wonder if that also applies to the. It probably does, huh? The regenerative health. So good hero too, but I don't think better than the other two. So we have Carver. I swear he looks like one of those. They look like bobbleheads. A rogue, which is a great class. He does the hit all plus the reducing the mana of all enemies by 10%, and he does extra damage to ice, which makes him excel above the original. And this one I don't think is as good, except that the mana degeneration for 3 turns can't be cleansed, which makes him. Oh, not to only mention that he's a fighter class, which makes him stand out. They're all good. Obviously, the Toon version is better. I don't use them as much as I should. Norel or Norel. Look, we have all these close names. Boro, Borel. Okay. So he has this passive, which I already went over before with, what's her name? Maeve. That's the dark hero. We have the Slayer family bonus. And I think there are only 2 Slayer heroes in the 3-star, which is unfortunate. Again, Small Giants, if you're watching this video, please bring out at least 1 element for each family in the 3 stars and in the 4 stars too, for that matter. Deals 240% damage to the target. Deals 390% damage to a random different enemy. And deals extra damage if the target is ice. And with these last 2 bullet points, not only are they good for buff boosting, but they're also good because it ends up speeding up the character and also healing them at the same time. So they're good in that retrospect. We have Nomer, rogue as well, and he does bleed damage. I think one of the very few, if the only, very fast 3-star. Can't think of one. If you guys can, just let me know. I'd have to go back and look at my videos to figure out if there's another very fast 3-star hero, but I think he's the only one. Don't quote me on that though. He's not bad to use. I think I should just add more emblems to him. If I can spare more rogue emblems, I would. Burden, we already know what he does. He being a ranger is perfect for him because it gives him that opportunity to bypass defensive buffs. And because, oh, you know what? I don't have any emblems on him. Look at that. Pretty much the same stats. Oops. The same stats for the Toon and the original. And this one, the only difference, well, Barbarian, which is kind of a weaker class, and this one offers a minus 24% attack, and this one is a minus 34% defense. I prefer that better over the attack, lowered attack, although I think him being a barbarian kind of brings it down a bit. He's better as a ranger. This is the other 3-star in the Clash of Knights. She sort of has that, is it Rumpelstiltskin? Yeah, it is. So that kind of same kind of chances, which is not always good. It can be fun, but you don't want to rely on a hero like this because they may have the wrong effect when you need another one. So you don't want to be hopeful of a specific effect. We have this passive, which health recovery on buff received. Okay, which is nice. Let's see here. So we have Gentle Paw, which boosts the health. And also all allies get a plus 30% defense for 3 turns. And it increases up to 40%. Okay. The Deadly Claw reduces the mana health of all enemies by 300, which is significant in the 3-star. This effect is stronger against targets with boosted health. And all enemies get minus 20% defense for 3 turns. And that also goes up. Okay. I thought there were more. Well, it's a 50% chance. Okay, I kind of like those odds. Okay, so a good hero. I just don't have the emblems to place on her. We have Gramps, which is from season 4. He's basically a reviver, cleric, or druid, and they pretty much do the same thing. Not really any difference. The biggest difference, though, is that he regenerates. Oh, all allies regenerate 324 HP over 4 turns. He can be used as a healer as well as a reviver. Okay. I don't use him, though. Druid class, which I think is good for him. And even cleric is also good. Again, he's a good hero. I just don't use him. Let's see who's next. We have Roxia. She's from the Magic Tower. Pardon me. I think there are 2 other heroes. The Wizard. Whatever. I can't remember the other one. It's also getting close to my bedtime. We have the Magic Charge, and this one is sort of same way that Quentin works, where it deals 175% damage to target. The target receives 35% damage for all the damage their allies receive for 3 turns. Okay. We have the Magic Family bonus, and this mana on special. And this is a new one too, stack on special. When this character casts their special skill, all enemies get minus 5% mana stack. If this special skill is fully charged, all enemies get 2 stacks. Okay. She's a great hero. I just don't use her. Is she... well, magic. I guess that would be fast, right? 6 tiles for the first charge, 12 for the second. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's accurate. I just need to use her. Let's see here. I don't know why I don't have emblems on her. She's pretty good for a fast hero. She's immune to, like, what's the name of it? What Alfred does? Mindless attack, right? Resist special skill blocking. This character has innate resistance against status ailments that block special skills. That also goes for silence as well. I think it's silence and mindless attack, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, pardon me. Okay. She's a good hero. I just need to put emblems on her. And then we have Zarel. Same thing. Another good hero. She's a paladin from the Bard family. I think this is the only 3-star from the Bard family that I have. If not the only 3-star Bard family from the game. So, solo heroes get plus 5% mana generation. Team members are solo heroes if they have no family or realm members in their team. Okay. Supports other families and realms. They're just a great support heroes overall. I just don't use her. Maybe because she's slow, huh? Deals 260% damage to all enemies, which is good. All enemies get minus 34% attack for 5 turns. Plus, they get status ailments cleansed. Oh, they can't get status ailments cleansed or reallocated by special skills for 5 turns. So you have to pay attention to the wording. It says special skills. I don't know if it applies to like elixirs, antidotes, or battle items. Okay. Uh, and let's see, Dogun, another magic hero. I think he's the other one I was thinking about. He does the Soul Connected, which I find him to be very useful. I just don't use him very often. Sorcerer class, which is fine for him. We already went over this family bonus. And this one is status effect on special. When this character casts their special skill, they have a 50% chance to give minus 25% mana generation for 3 turns to all their enemies. If the special skill is fully charged, which means the second charge is fully charged, second mana charge, the chance is 100%. So I think the biggest difference between the two is it does what's that hero? Someone else does this too. I just can't think of it off the top of my head. Oh, it's like having basically what Gunner does. His first charge is Gunner, and then his second charge is pretty much Gunner's costume. All right, good hero, very good hero. I stripped him before because I just didn't use him. We have Whacker from the what is that, Starfall Circus. The only other hero is Candy. Yeah, Candy. It's kind of a stripper's name. Okay, you didn't hear me say that, did you? No, you did not. Okay, so Barbarian, which is fine for him, and Starfall Family. I don't think you can benefit from the third bonus because there's only him and Candy, if I'm not mistaken. He's good though. Deals 350% damage to the target at fast speed. The enemy with the highest base attack gets a minus 54% attack for 3 turns. I think this family are unique to that kind of mechanics in their special skill. Can't think of anyone else that does that. So we have Oath, which is great. He's actually great for buff boosting. The caster nearby allies get a 48% attack for 4 turns. The caster nearby allies get a 46% defense for 4 turns, and they regenerate health over 4 turns. And he has a drawback because after 4 turns, which is interesting, they're all pretty much consequences. Strange to put on him, but is he average? Yeah. Okay, I guess it's sort of a balance. And then you have the realm bonus, which all enemies have a minus 5 to 15% accuracy for as long as Niflheim. Is it Niflheim? Ally has low health. Chance to miss also applies to offensive special skills. Even though it's 15%, you still have a chance to miss. So I don't care what the percentage says. Sometimes if it's the AI, they just have perfect precision where they'll have you missing everything all the time. Shrub Bear, which is a shame because I should be using him. He's a great hero, and he's the only 3-star that I could think of that has taunt. And I've seen before he was used in wars with legendary heroes. So great hero, actually. I should really put emblems on him. Then again, I have a lot of heroes that I should be doing that for. So we have Muggy, which I think he sucks. His attack is really high for a 3-star, but the rest of the stuff is, let's just be nice, left to be desired. I remember they buffed this hero because originally, I wonder if it's this whole thing. Oh yeah, it is. When this character dies or any allies die, they become Bruiser Bros. So, I mean, they're kind of weak, so they get killed easily. But now they made it that you can't dispel this from happening. Like you can't dispel them from spawning. I think the only thing you can do is, I'm trying to think. Is it let me see here. Oh, you just don't kill them. I don't know. That is now I'm hearing that out loud. It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, I don't like this hero. And then we have, oh, it's not, oh, it is Hassan. Okay, I was right. Uh, Wizard class, which I think is a good class for him. He's a sniper that inflicts sand damage and also 100% minus decrease for any healing for 2 turns. And it can't be cleansed. And this cleanses status ailments from the caster, which is very selfish of this horse. And I find it interesting that they look like game pieces. I don't know. I don't think the Sand Empire heroes really took off, but they have good good utilities with their special. So okay, I think that's it for the review. I wanted to also actually go into here, and I wanted to collect. So I wanted to go over this. I wish I would have done it in the other videos. So I'm pretty much missing 1, 2, 3 heroes from here, and I still have to level up 2 of them. Both costumes, which should be relatively easy. And this one, I'm not sure who it's missing. So there's that one hero there. And what I have, I just need 2 heroes to level up, and I have all of them leveled up. Okay. So we're going to go to Ice Heroes. I pretty much have all of them. I just need to finish leveling them up. We have the Toon Gunner and the Toon Ulmer. And right here, I'm missing 3 heroes. I'm pretty sure one of them is a costume for Faiz. And I don't know what the other 2 are. Okay. You know what? I'm going to collect them later. Oh, and here we go. We go with the Fire Heroes. I have all of them except for one. I'm not quite sure which one that is. Okay, well, I wanted to collect the diamonds, but I think I'm going to save them. All right, cool beans. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, and I mean it, family. Bye.